Hi there guys, and welcome to another episode. So you that follow my channel before will already know that I have done a besickening on this car, I've done the MOT on it. And before I did it, I did a pre-check on the car, and we'll also know that I've got some faults. And one of them is the brakes. So we're going to change the entire brake system on the car, front and rear, discs and pads. So the ones I've gone for are these. These are mtek brakes. As you can see, drilled and grooved, and a set of mtek performance brake pads to go on there. So we're going to fit these today. If you haven't already seen my besickening video, then the reason we're changing them is obviously that rear disc is absolutely knackered, and these front discs are really rather worn. So we're going to replace both the front and the rear discs and the pads. So that's the reason why. So let's get cracking. So we'll start by taking the caliper off, which makes it easy if you turn the wheel, and we'll take away both of those caps. Behind those caps we've got 7mm Allen keys, which is pretty standard for a Ford. And that's that. There are the pads. Don't let that hang. Now mine, I've changed the bolts. I think I struggled to get these off when I painted them, so I've changed them to hardened bolts with Allen key heads. Otherwise I think they're about 17mm bolts. That's the disc. So as you can see, it's not a difficult job. There are two bolts here, which are M10s, I believe, and then there's the two Allen key bolts there, and it comes off. It's pretty simple with that. Now mine have been off a couple of times because I've changed the wheel bearings here, so while they're off, I already know that they go pretty quickly and pretty easily. So that's easy for me to do. Otherwise, it's just they can sit tight on there, and you just need to whack them off really with a hammer. Right, the rears, slightly different. They have a nut just there and a nut and a bolt at the back there. So these just undo. Oh, he says. There we go. Hold on to that one. Those bolts come out. And then whatever you've got to hand to just ease the caliper out of its place. Make sure you took the handbrake off, because that will make it a lot more difficult. There we go. There's the brake pads. And then the holder. That's the second one. That's the carriers out of the way. And that should allow the disc to come off, like that. So there we have the old discs, not looking fantastic. These are pretty worn out. They've got quite a big lip on the inside and got quite a lot of grooves on them. So they're the front discs, and the rears, obviously, as you can see, they're worn out, and they were the same on the back. In fact, they were almost worse on the back, so they've not been doing a lot of braking. And these are the replacements. These are mtek. These are mtek performance brakes. These are drilled and grooved, and then we've got a set of brake pads for each as well. So we'll start with the rear where we left off. Now these are covered in a little bit of an oil, so once we fit them on there, we need to get some brake clean on there just to get rid of the oil off of there. So when fitting new discs, as you can see, I fitted that the wrong way around. And the reason for that is because they come with a bit of a film on them of oil to stop them from rusting. So what you want to do is a quick coat of brake cleaner and then wipe it off. And I find it easier to do it if the disc is the wrong way around to start with. Like that, that's nice and clean. Turn the disc around and I can do the back side or the outside. There we go, and that grease just evaporates. So we'll go around, clean all the discs up now, and then we can start fitting some pads in there. So one thing to mention when we're fitting these discs is that they are drilled and grooved. So they've got this groove pattern in the disc. Now, the main problem with that is that you can fit them wrong. And as you can see, I fitted that disc on there. Now that is actually the wrong way. So what you need to do is look at these patterns here, because obviously the car's going that way. We need to get rid of air out of it. So we want to get rid of these grooves. So that is actually the other side. When you fit in a set of discs, you want to fit them that way so that these point towards the back of the car. Sometimes it says it on the side of the disc that it'll say right or left. Mine doesn't actually say right or left on the disc. It does tell me that these are the minimum thickness and things like that, but it doesn't say left or right. What I do have though is the mtek fitting sheet, and that does actually tell me, although this is on the right hand side of the car, that they should all be pointing, as you can see there, towards the back of the car. So that is now fitted correctly, pointing towards the back of the car. So that's good to know that these can be fitted the wrong way around. Make sure that you fit them the right way around. Right, so with the rear brakes, what we need to do is we need to push that caliper back in again. Because the brake pads were all the way out, we need to push them back in again. So we need to find an adapter that fits. These are magnetic, so they click in like that. And we add that plate to it as well. Put the caliper tool in there, and that fits inside the caliper itself. And then we wind this part out. So that puts pressure on the caliper itself. And while we've got pressure on that, we can then turn the caliper back in again, because these wind in. And we wind that till it stops. And at that point we can release the tool, hopefully, or not. So therefore we can just wind that in again. Now one thing we do want to look at is where the position of that cross is. So there's a cross in there that we can hopefully see on camera, and what we need to do with that is to turn it slightly. So as we're in the bottom now, we can't turn it anymore. There's no pressure, which means that this is free to turn but won't wind in again. So we need to take that and put them vertically so that those are lined up vertically, because there are a couple of tabs on the back of the pads that fit into those slots. So make sure they're stood straight up at 12 o'clock, and then we can fit our pads. So that is the rear side all built up and complete. Now you will see it's already started to rust. Now the reason for that is not because I've left this for 3 weeks, it's because I've degreased the brake calipers a little bit. I haven't got them very clean, but a bit better than what they were, and that's run down on the disc. But it won't matter, the first time I press the brakes, that'll all disappear anyway. So rears are done, wheels can go back on as soon as they're clean, and we can do the fronts now then. Now fronts are slightly different. To put the fronts on, so the fronts are two different ones, and as you can see on the back of that one, it has a bit of a clip. Now that clip fits inside that caliper, but we need to push that caliper back again. Now I am going to push this back with this tool, mainly because I don't have a pair of grips here big enough. Normally I would use a big pair of pliers, but I don't have a big pair of pliers with me right now, so I can just use this tool, which will do exactly the same job. So I'm just pushing the caliper back, and we're going to push it all the way until it won't go back anymore. Now, one thing to notice about this is that we're pushing all of the calipers back again, and I can see it happening already. We've got a leak down there. Now, the leak is the brake fluid being pushed back in the reservoir. So we will need to empty some of it, or we will at least need to wash away the liquid where it's been pouring off of there. So we need to wash that away with some water, and that'll be fine. But we do need to be careful of that when we push all 4 calipers back again. Right, so that's pushed the caliper back. We can now put this pad in. Now, I normally click it straight in, but that's because I've been doing this for years. But normally you start it on one side and then push the pad over, and it should click in like that. That's the inside pad. The outside pad just drops into the holder like that, and then we can put the whole thing back together again. Now, I am missing the clip there, so I do need to get a new clip. I'm going to get one of them, but I'll do that when I do the rest of it, because I'm going to pull pretty much most of this apart again anyway. So we'll go around and we'll fit the other side. Well, they do look quite nice through there, as well as the yellow calipers. Quite happy with that. I would have liked to have gone a lot bigger on there to the 300mm conversion, but because I changed the winter tyres and the winter tyres are only 15-inch, they won't fit. So I'm just going to have to make do with these mtek drilled and grooved until next time. And on the backs, you can actually see them on the backs a lot more than the fronts. So I think they look quite nice. So that's the end of the brake overhaul on this car, although it wouldn't be a brake overhaul if I didn't mention the calipers, would it? Now, the rear calipers, both of these have been changed at some point. Both of them leaked from exactly the same point at 2 different times, and they leak from this mechanism here on the back where the handbrake goes in, and both of those have leaked at separate times. So both of those have been changed. Now, the fronts, well, they haven't been changed. They have been powder coated, but they haven't been changed. Now, the right hand side, this side, I do have a slight problem with it, and that is that it sticks on every so often. So right now, that's really, really hot just there, because that is getting stuck on. So this is it's actually about a week or so after I fitted these brakes, and they are tending to stick on, or this one is tending to stick on every so often. So I'm going to replace both these front calipers as well. And as luck would have it, I've got a pair. I already knew that they were sticking on, so I thought at some point I'll change them, and that some point's now, I suppose. So let's get these fitted. Although, wait a minute, we can't fit them like that, can we? That's better. Right, so that is the bright yellow calipers, and they do look really nice from a distance. It's a bit hard to see them in this dark area at the moment, but they do look nice on the car. So that is the brake system as far as the friction side and the hydraulic side, completely renovated. New calipers, new discs, new pads everywhere. Obviously the brake fluid's been changed 2, maybe 3 times already. So that's all done. All that's left to do now is the electronic side of this. So the ABS isn't working. I've got an ABS light on, and I'll go more into that in another video. So if you like what you've seen in this video, please make sure you press that like and subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching, and bye-bye.